said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bears will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be 1-1.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in, it's Washington.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wilson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Brown.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Bears are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. back open in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, this is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right?
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Flips it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Quick completion on the out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful.
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. This one's complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, he'll They'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted for the 11th time. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Robertson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught in the backfield, it's Prentice. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Wilson. The Bears pick up the 1st down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Got enough for the 1st. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to go up top. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Kent. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
the air. It's Mateer. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cameron. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. White wants to throw it. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The kick is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Setting up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. And listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Flips it out to the back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34.
back to throw. It's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. QB draw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Klopfenstein. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Davey?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Using his feet to buy time. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Bears get the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They're going back to the ground. Turning it on. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Washington. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They'll run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 4 over Temple. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got it set up on the outside. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught close to the marker. It's Sategna. There he goes. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Makes the grab, it's Prentice. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Cameron. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air, it's Robertson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Might as well give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Lost to throw again. He's looking deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
It's a fake shuffling to the tight end. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Sategna. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Finds space on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Got his man downfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Now on the move. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Snap in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And last Last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Another incompletion on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete with conviction. Left to go.